Why are there no animations for the pegs?
What are they going to be animated as, Tony? You pick them up and move them around. Look, he's animated. So this is your template? Oh, he disappeared. Where'd he go? How far can I zoom out? That's how far.
Oh, awesome. One of his attacks is a lick.
Where did he go?
Check this out.
I just said he disappeared. I don't know what... I picked him up and then he was gone.
Is he in Tony's fog? Is he in my fog?
Oh, no. Are you looking for
Tony,
the
are you trolling us? There he is.
No. He wasn't in my fog. He was near my fog. He was putting his tongue into my fog.
I'm not even sure how to...
I don't know. I'm not... That's what she said, maybe?
No, look. If you hit him enough, he throws his tongue out.
No, I see that. He's a frog guy.
He was tonguing the fog.
Oh, this guy spins right around. You spin me right around, lizard, right around.
Oh, we can just do this. Maybe. Whoa!
There's a card. A custom game piece of some kind.
A fleur-de-lis or something.
How does it look like? How come these game pieces are so low resolution?
Probably because you put things on very low graphic resolution.
No, I've turned it all the way up before, and it doesn't work that well either. This one is actually okay.
Probably has to do with scaling issues.
It must be. There's a game that I wanted us to play a while back called Survival, and the dude had there was cards that you'd pick up to figure out what you were going to do next, and the resolution on those was so crappy. And I know he didn't upload them at that resolution. Relatively certain.
Alright, I think I figured that out.
Alright, I just wasted 20% of my money. Or not wasted, but used it.
But did you guys grasp what happened there? Now
yes,
that outside of the tabletop annoyingness? So now, this guy's the trait of lizard men, so he has all of these things that this template up here has.
Yep, and I can read all the things on the template, whereas before I couldn't.
Excellent. That's exactly.
All right, let me look at it. So here, lizard men. Intelligent weapons. Died off with dinos. Same variant as dinos. Gotcha. All right. Is it my turn now?
You can interrupt. Well, okay. Part of that was just me figuring out Tabletop Simulator. At any point, you can toss a coin out to grab control of the scene.
I just didn't know if Tony was done. I was going to wait for him to be done. I thought that he was...
You can throw in stuff, interrupt, do whatever you need to do. Start the story, kill a few cult members.
Okay. So it's my turn?
So Al gets my head.
Yes. All right. So, see this guy right here? Cult member number 3? His name is actually Wilbur, and he is a spy for the League of Shadows.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do the coinage.
Okay.
So he's spying on the actual cult?
No. Like, he's a member of the cult. He's a spy, like a corporate spy.
I see.
Oh, he's spying on the... So the cult's name is now the League of Shadows?
No. The League of Shadows is spying on, like, I don't know, some, technology-related people.
Which one's the League of Shadows? Are the League of Shadows in this room?
No. He just works for them.
He's got a weekend life, too. He can be a cult member and a member of the League of Shadows.
Thing on the side.
No one's spying or being spied upon is in this room?
Right, that's correct.
We don't know
that's just all right, that's fine.
If you want to pay for it, you could make him spying on something.
Or you could name something the League of Shadows.
Okay, so I have to pay for the name the League of Shadows?
You definitely have to pay for Spy and Wilbur.
Okay, so how many coins are we talking about here?
1 each. Spy, Wilbur. Wilbur is a spy.
You know what? I'll go back. I will say that he is spying on the guys who are trying to resurrect this skeletal T-Rex.
Spying...
If we're assuming that's what they're actually here for.
For the League of Shadows.
Spying on Cult for League Shadows.
I was trying to be way too random with the other thing, and that did not work, so...
That's actually... the book definitely says that at the beginning you're going to have a lot of crap going on that maybe you don't understand, and the goal is sort of to work towards conflicts until things start to resolve. But we'll see how this goes. Would you like to actually make the League of Shadows a thing?
Yes. I think that's worthwhile to the story. League of Shadows.
So we've turned this into like a
what happens when we run out of
game?
money? Run out of money?
We will get there.
Okay.
I'm going to make the League of Shadows a Dark Rook.
Okay.
And then I'm going to interrupt. Or are you done? I can save a coin.
I'm done. Yes, go ahead.
Good.
That was my guy.
Whoa! All right. So the cult leader, Demetrius, is definitely doing some mumbo jumbo to resurrect Lizard Man, who we're gonna call.
Okay.
You guys don't know how close I got to accidentally ending the call and screwing up all this recording stuff.
Hell's you know what? No, no.
Right now, I've only got one coin invested in that. The other coin is the guy bringing him to life. What do you have to?
I'm bidding you 2 coins not to name him that. What?
The Halsmitunk.
Well, what's your suggestion for a name?
Just call him Balls Tunk.
Balls.
I'm going to say no to that.
Okay.
Balls Tunk.
Tony did not bid any money for that, so you don't...
I agree. This is between Al and I at the moment. If you give a decent, I'm open to suggestions. You might not have to pay your money.
I don't know. Azrael is a cool evil demon name.
I thought Azrael was an angel.
Yeah,
he's the angel of death.
Man to me. That's not striking me as Lizard Man. You're going to have to pay for that if you want it.
I'm not. I'm
put
just.
more Z's in it. Put like
Azrael. Stop you to
Azrael.
call him this. Or it needs to be something like Bob. I need something.
No, the lizard god they're bringing back is not going to be named Bob.
Just put in quotations. Call him Tunk.
All right, how about we just name him Tunk?
Okay, Tunk I'm down with. I'm down with Tunk.
People have forgotten his full name.
This is the lamest. The coldest Demetrius, Wilbur, and Tunk. This is. Wow, really makes people shake in their boots.
Maybe they have underdeveloped vocal things. All I can just say is like one syllable words. Tonk. Tonk, tonk, tonk. Yes.
Oh god. What's the Demetrius bringing Tunk to life? I'm gonna do brings. This is a successful thing with all kinds of chanting and lightning strikes and stuff.
Right. Oh.
You know what? And he's gonna have a staff he's using to do that. I'm gonna give Demetrius a staff.
Wow, this is in depth. You gotta keep track of them staffs.
Staff of.
Yeah, it's a
staff of.
Infection.
Behomet.
Whatever. You can have your weird names.
That's basically Egyptian, isn't it?
Baphomet?
It might be.
Behomet. So Lizard Man Tunk is now alive.
It's alive!
We gotta have to... Al, you gotta get all close to Tunk. We gotta do the resurrection scene because he was dead before.
Alright, hold on. Here we go. No, I'm not ready yet.
Gotta move Demetrius up. He's wand waving.
He comes back!
Oh. Tunk!
That was almost a Star Wars theme. I can go there.
No space!
Well, it's not like that was an original theme anyway.
No, like the actual music from Star Wars. Alright. Tunk alive! Tunk smash!
Now keep in mind, Tony, you can, or anyone can, start a new scene. Wait, let me figure out how they end a scene. One second. Talk amongst yourselves about Tunk smashing.
Oh, you see, Tunk back in the day was the ultimate smasher. I mean, look at that hammer.
I like how he jumps. Like, man, that's awesome. Does he actually have that hammer? Do we want to make that a thing, or should he not have the hammer?
Yeah, because I can take the hammer away.
Yeah, let's not have him have the hammer. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
If he wants to smash some people, he can pick something up at the museum.
It would just be a fossilized rock by now. I'm sure there's some sort of hammer. Maybe there's a Viking exhibit where the next things can start.
So, you can add colorful... That's something also they mentioned a lot of times. You can add color to a scene. But if you don't pay for it, it doesn't get written down. Okay. The hammer seems like it would be either written down or not.
Speaking of things that aren't getting written down, like, how much history of this dinosaur species do we have, Tony? How much technology did they have?
I'm thinking it's more like melee technology, maybe some, crop type technology.
So would we know about this in present day?
The cultists probably do from some sort of reasons in a book or slabs or things carved into a cave.
So they had writing of some kind and art.
Like, I'm going to say, like, hieroglyphic style.
Oh, here we go. Are you paying for any of that, Tony?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. The dinosaurs were able to write in a sort of hieroglyphic Sanskrit style, like scratching cave walls and things like that.
And that's how the cultists found out about him, because they found that and deciphered it.
Yes.
Whoa!
So
Whoa! Is that...
That's what he said. I wanted to make it clear.
I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about while you were reading a rule book.
Okay, I've written down had Sanskrit writing in the lizard men.
Yeah,
and
they carved things
cultists...
into clay with their claws.
Yeah.
Notice how I'm getting Tony to pay for all this.
Yeah, this is a little fishy.
Hey, it works. I like it. So they clotted into walls. I'm not going to pay for where the walls and caves were found, so that can be ambiguous. But yeah, they have a writing system, and that's how the cultists found it whenever the cultists ran across it on like an archaeological dig.
Now you've had the cultists resurrect this dinosaur, Joseph.
Yes.
You set that scene. When they resurrected him, is he still skeletal?
I have not. If I haven't declared it, nothing's declared. It's all up for grabs.
Okay.
Now hang on. Let me just verify what the other thing Tony bought. The writing was how the cultists know to resurrect them.
The writing was how they knew of them.
Okay.
We don't know how they resurrected, or like how they.
Oh, as
resurrected
opposed to like everyone else is like, here's a dinosaur, and the cultists are like, no, that's actually a lizard.
Yeah, with the old lizard kings or whatever. And I'm guessing the resurrection is more to do with the staff than to do with like the writings, but it could be both. Who knows?
He brought Tunk to life with the staff of Behemoth, but that's all we got so far.
Yeah. They could have learned that they needed the staff of Behemoth from the writings. Not specific. We're not saying that. Maybe they did. Maybe they don't.
Yes.
But that's definitely possible.
This point is insinuated. So, like, the official things I bought were that they wrote in clay with their claws, and the cultists found it. Those are the two.
Is that two things, or is that...
Yeah, that's fine for me. Again, the rules, we sort of, agree on house rules about how much things cost.
Have the things been written down that need to be written down?
Yeah.
They're not on the scene thing on the right-hand side, though.
It's the lizard men, though, you're changing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I put those as traits of the lizard man. They had Sanskrit writing.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. I just want to make sure they were down somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, this goes to Al.
All right. I would first off, I would like to pay a coin to say that he's still skeletal, and that when he comes back to life, he's got like fire burning in his eyes, like red flames coming out of his eyeballs, and he is like, he remembers like how he died. And like,
whoa! That's one hell of a coin you put down.
Okay. Number one, appearance, fire in his eyes. Number two, he retains his memory from before. I'm not specifying what the memory was,
Correct.
But he still remembers. Like, he's a spirit thing that retains his memory within his skeleton. Are we down with that?
I'm down with it.
Am I explaining that well enough for you, Joseph?
I've got skeletal with fire eyes and retains memory of his life?
Yes.
Past?
Yeah, his past is fine. I assume he doesn't remember like being a skeleton for 65 million years.
That would be horrible! Oh my god!
I thought about doing that.
I was so bored!
That might be why he's all tortured.
That was an episode of Doctor Who recently where they did that. Like, you're dead. Like, people are dead, but they still, like, experience things. They just can't move. So, like, people are, like, aware of being embalmed and, like, cremated and stuff.
I'm pretty sure that was a Tales from the Crypt episode as well, where people are, like, still alive. They're, like, all of a sudden realizing that they've been put on a meat hook. Well,
no, like, the premise of the episode was that everyone stays alive after they're dead, like stays conscious.
Yeah, that's like how life-death works?
Yeah, that you just are aware, but...
So, like this dinosaur would be aware that he's slowly turning into a mineral after all of his skin is rotted away under some mud?
Yeah, but no, this is not, I'm not paying for that. I'm just saying that was an episode of Doctor Who. I will also pay that he is pissed off at the cultists, and just generally, like, he wasn't a nice guy to begin with. And so he attacks somebody. I'm just going to say general. Where's my coins? Generally, attacky thing.
Hang on.
Why can't I get my coins out?
That I don't know.
There it is.
Now, okay, I have to come in here with some rules. Technically, since I framed this scene, and since I brought these components into the scene, they're under they're quote unquote under my control.
Okay.
You can pay. I'm allowing the adding traits to things that are under your control. That's fine with me. Technically, you can always pay a coin to bring something into your control, and then you would pay to add traits. That just seems a little superfluous to me. I'm fine saying wherever the control is, as long as everyone's fine with the traits.
Okay.
To have actions, I'm going to have to say that you have to either bring them under your control or start a complication.
What's a complication? How do you start that? What does that mean?
This is a pretty big thing in the game. This might be good to learn. I actually there's a little shaky here. This is where the dice actually get involved too. A complication arises when you try and do something to something that isn't under your control.
So if we were to be like, he attacks Wilbur, that would have to bring up dice and bidding.
Yes. So would you like to? Should we do a learning?
Yeah, why not? He attacks the cultist number 1. Let's say. Let's not have any named guys getting attacked.
All right. Let's. Well, first pay a coin. We'll throw.
I did pay a coin. It's right here on the table. I just threw that out there when I said he attacks.
Throw one of the cultists to you. Pay to take over. God, this thing. I have to remember to keep. We'll give you cultist number 1.
Okay.
Wait, no.
Technically,
right.
the
yes, you want to take
should
him.
be under my control.
Correct. Take Tunk.
I take Tunk. Tunk mine. Tunk friend. Where did he go?
Tunk disappears.
You defeated him, Joseph.
Where did he put him back, Tony? He's in your fog. There we go.
Now he's in your fog.
Okay. How about now?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying to think this through here.
Tunk is angry.
Well, do you want him to be successful? Because technically that still is not a complication because it's just Tunk attacking.
It's a complication for a cult member.
Yeah, but nothing actually happened to the cult member yet.
I assume that it's going to have to progress into something, and I was going to let that be your turn, Joseph.
Well, the way it would work is...
He's aggroing on these guys.
Yeah, let's say you're starting a complication between Tunk and again, I'm sorry to be a little fuzzy on how this works. I don't quite understand. Between Tunk and cult number 1.
Okay.
So it's a complication. To play out a complication, you basically... you don't buy dice. Well, you can buy dice, but I wouldn't recommend that. You use traits that you think justify what's happening in order to create a dice pool. So, hang on. Let me get some dice.
This is confusing.
Yeah, this part's going to take a little learning. Did you add the trait that he's pissed off?
No.
If you did, that would definitely be worth a die.
I was
you had his memory of his life. You could definitely argue that because he's got, this...
Yeah, I think it's from the memory of his life, that he was he had something going on that would... Plus, he's also... the thing that is a trait of his is that he just got brought back to life, and he doesn't know what's going on, and he's in a totally new world.
I would go with alive as also one of those traits that would definitely make him angry. Now he has all the lizard men traits too. Maybe there's something in here. Oh, by the way, named characters get a die. With the thinking being that named characters should have more of an impact on the scene, so you get a die for Tunk.
Who's gonna die now? Wilbur now?
No, the die.
The die.
Oh. Dice. I get you.
Tunk, you get a dice.
I know die is a single thing, but I thought we're talking about people killing people, so.
Roger that. I understand. But Tunk gives you another one. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
His name is Joby.
Yeah, I could throw a name at him.
There.
His name was
I
Robert
paid for
Paulson. Joby?
It's Joby.
All right.
Joby the cultist.
Oh, now I like him. I don't want him to get killed. Joby.
Well, you can make it a close call if nothing else.
Well, now remember, this isn't who wins the fight. I actually haven't mentioned this, so this is remember. I'll state now.
We know everything about this game, Joseph. I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah.
This isn't who wins the fight. This is who dictates the outcome.
Okay.
Or me. Tony, if you think any other components, Joby is definitely on my dice pool. Tunk is definitely on Al's dice pool. That can't change.
The only thing I can think of is maybe that Demetrius can use his Staff of Baphomet to stop him from killing him if he wants to.
You can bring Demetrius into the conflict and had some dice of your own.
I was going to say, you'd have to pay for that, Tony.
Yeah, I'm just trying to...
I feel like Demetrius is just going to let him eat him.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling, too.
He's the only cultist... I just learned his name like 2 minutes ago.
Joby?
He's got
I never liked that Joby guy.
Lizard Man's got to eat.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
For learning's sake, though, why don't you grab a hold of Demetrius for a coin?
All right. Coin. Blap.
Then you get a die just for the name again. We'll make your dice this color.
And we know nothing about Dimitri, really, as far as a personality, other than he's...
No, there's not a lot else in there,
So there's nothing you can really roll for, as far as that goes.
Correct, unless Tony wants to add traits.
Yeah, if you'd like to pay for some traits, Tony.
Demetrius has a very high, screechy voice that makes most people really not want to like him, but for some reason he has a following.
Thank you, Tony. That was so worthwhile.
High, screechy voice. That... What was it?
He's just got a high, screechy voice.
High, screechy voice.
Good use of a coin, Tony. I start a dinosaur attack. You make sure we know. This
He's just like,
Tunk lives! Tunk lives!
Yeah.
Bizarre.
It's just setting up for whenever he actually has a violent death later, if that happens.
Alright, let's just,
What do we do with these dice here?
let's roll the dice.
Right.
Whoops, that's terrible. A terrible roll.
Yeah, you got to put some oomph behind it.
I'm happy with my roll. Zoom into him.
Alright, let me just double check this. That's just...
I got a... Man, Demetrius sucks. Is
How
that
do
a 1 or
tell if
7?
that's a
I got
9
a
or
bad
a
egg.
6? Oh, is it the direction it's pointing? The little diamond thing points up, so it's a 9?
Yeah, you can also... Where's the zoom
I got a
button?
7, 8, 9. That's pretty awesome. It's Z. Or you can use your mouse scroller if you have a mouse that's physical.
Z? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Wait,
What are you looking for? Are you trying to figure out what your dice was, Joseph?
No, I was
I
just
didn't
there's
pick
a
'em
button. Ah!
I said Z picks it up. Or Z is your,
Z zooms in the entire table. There's a way you can just get the dice to be magnified.
Is there? That's
Yeah.
news to me.
Dex, Alt.
Anyway, it's a 6 and a 5 for you. Is it Alt?
And Demetrius rolled a 1.
Alt.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Alt?
That's completely new to me. Awesome.
Each die that rolls a 1 to 5
really?
is a success.
Seriously?
Each die that is a 6 to 10 are set aside.
Alright, so Demetrius
You got
had
a
success.
5 and a 6 on yours.
This guy's a winner.
None of mine were winners.
Does not look good for Joby.
Again, this is not deciding the outcome. This is deciding who dictates the outcome. Al, you had no winners?
No, all mine were, hold on, it's like
He got high
7, 8,
rolls.
9.
7, 8, 9.
I was excited. I was like, yes, and then it was no good.
He got the, why was 6 afraid of 7 joke.
Alright. So, Tony and I have 2 successes combined, so we are the winning side. But again, that does not mean anything about what happens in the scene. It just means...
You get to pick.
Yes. Now, here's one way...
Now, your turn.
One way coins get generated. Each losing dice pool, which is Al, you get 1 bonus coin per die rolled. I should probably give you some bonus coins then, right? Where...
3 coins! Ah.
Tony, are you okay?
Yeah.
I've been spawned some coins.
Oops, come back here. Yeah, take those.
Ah! Ah! No! Dog! He's in your fog.
I got it. Okay, here you go. You can have him. Who cares?
Each successful pool generates bonus coins equal to the sum of the dice.
So, 1?
You rolled a 1?
Yes.
Wow. That's not good.
Oh, successful dice in the pool. Sorry, so my 6 doesn't count, but I get 5.
Well, I was feeling pretty special until I found out you guys were going to trounce me. So what happens in the attack? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Yeah, that's
okay.
like...
I'm on suspense. Everybody's waiting to see what happens to Tunk.
They're like, why is this guy taking so long to tell us? Why won't Tunk just eat somebody?
The winners spend their coins first in order from the player who earned the most to the least in order to narrate what happens. In other words, I now have 5 coins I can use to narrate what happens. Or I can narrate a little bit and save the coins. In other words, overflow coins go back to me.
What happens to Joby?
I'm going to say he charges at Joby. I guess that was the initial thing.
You're getting 1 coin for this, right?
1 coin for the charge.
No, you grabbed it first.
1 coin for Demetrius screaming in his high, screechy voice.
At Tunk?
He just sort of yells out in like a Rah! And raises his staff. Screams, raising his staff. This causes Tonk to pause and his eyes glow.
More than they
Really
already
bright.
glowing?
Yes.
Okay.
And now that I'm handing it over to Tony.
Tonk kneels
Ooh,
before the staff.
I like that.
And then it goes over to
That was
Al.
the only coin I had.
Man, that was a complication I was not expecting.
Yeah, that's what's...
I was not expecting some people to die here.
Well, that could be the end of the scene as well if we want to move on and make it connect to another part of a story.
I can end the scene. The person who frames the scene can end the scene, though I'm totally for that.
I think that's a good end of the scene. I think that I don't really want to spend any money to make it any different. I think that Tunk kneeling down and sort of in submission, maybe he says something. I don't really want to pay for that, but like he's like.
I like that we don't quite know if he's just stunned or if he's in control. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to call it. Well, Al, you have to officially, since it's your turn, you have to pass, saying you're saving your coins.
I pass. I save my coins.
Comes to me, and I can say, huzzah, that is scene.
And I think that'll be a wrap for this Let's Play.
Yep.
Yeah, the first episode, first scene.